Every time I walk in the pizza parlor, the white pie is completely untouched. And my thoughts are, if done right, that white pie is right up there with the regular pie. But trust me, I have had my fair share of horrible white pies. I find the problem is the moisture. Since there's no sauce, this has the tendency to really dry out after being reheated again and again. I was very impressed with the dough recipe from last episode. It was probably one of the best textures I've ever gotten in my crust and my base of the pie. I was able to get that soft yet crunchy texture my boy Vito is always talking about in his videos. And I am going to tweak a little bit of the recipe. I'm going to lower that hydration just by 2%. I found the original recipe was a little difficult to open up, and I want to make a bigger pie this time. Also, I use 00 flour instead of AP flour in this recipe, and I really think I just unlocked something special. On this white pie, we'll be using 3 cheeses: ricotta, low moisture, whole milk mozzarella, and Parmigiano Reggiano. I always recommend getting the best in class ingredients just because it really does make that difference. And I was super upset making this video because my Italian grocer stopped carrying the fresh whipped ricotta. It was the best in class, but I found this other brand, Belli Grosso, and I found it was pretty good when compared to the other ricotta cheese I've had in supermarkets. So if you don't have fresh, just try this one. Making this pizza was a true joy. Lowering that hydration made it super easy to open up, and I was able to get a much bigger pie and a thinner base. The key to making this pizza is understanding cheese coverage. We want to make sure we have sufficient cheese to cover the entire pizza, but we also want to get those little exposed spots of dough that will get nice and charred throughout the cook. Additionally, in the spots without ricotta, we need to make sure moisture is there. So what we would do is adding that high quality extra virgin olive oil to get those golden rivers on that pie. This was easily the best pizza I ever made. Putting raw, thinly sliced garlic under the cheese is something I would recommend everybody do on every pizza going forward. And this pizza wasn't dry at all. It was jam-packed full of flavor. I would seriously put this up against any white pie in the world. That is how good it is. And can we just take a second to admire the bake? Look at the bottom of that pie. That is textbook. This deserves to be at the top of the list as it is right now. 9.1 out of 10. Comment what pizza combo you want to see next.